Have you ever wondered why, after turning 60, the simplest things suddenly feel harder? Getting up from a chair, walking a few blocks, or lifting a grocery bag that used to be nothing. Now, they take more effort. Many people call this just getting old. But in medicine, we have a name for it. Sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle with age. One of my patients, George, who's 67, once told me, "Doc, I used to walk miles without thinking. Now, sometimes, after just a few hundred yards, my knees ache, my legs shake, and I need to sit down." What scares me most is the thought that one day I won't even be able to lift my granddaughter. Does that sound familiar to you? The truth is, muscle is the foundation of aging well. It's not just about strength. It's about balance, protecting your bones, preventing falls, and staying independent. And here's the thing. Every day, without even noticing, we lose a little more muscle, until the day our body finally reminds us. Now, some people believe the only way to fight this is through hours at the gym, heavy weights, or expensive supplements. But after years of working with older adults, I've learned something powerful. The secret often lies in the little things we repeat every day. And one of those little things might be your morning cup of coffee. I know you've heard the warnings. Coffee dehydrates you. Coffee irritates your stomach. Never drink it on an empty stomach. Advice like this has made many people over 60 feel guilty about, or even give up their daily cup. I remember Linda, 62, who came to my clinic looking a little down. She said, "Doctor, I gave up coffee because I heard it was bad for me at my age. But every morning since then feels empty, like I lost one of the few rituals that brought me peace." And I get it. That quiet moment with a hot cup in your hands, breathing in the aroma, feeling the day gently begin. It's more than a drink. It's a ritual. It's a way to feel like yourself again. But here's what I want you to imagine. What if you didn't have to give up your coffee at all? What if, instead, you could upgrade it, just a little, and turn it into your strongest ally against weak muscles, aching joints, and the slow fade of energy? It sounds simple, maybe even too simple, but I promise you, it's real. Science shows that by stirring in just one or two natural ingredients, things like MCT oil, hydrolyzed collagen, cinnamon, or even a spoonful of nut butter, your coffee can actually help preserve muscle, ease inflammation, and support your body as it ages. I'll give you an example. A 2020 study published in Aging Cell showed that MCT oil improved mitochondrial function in older adults. That's the tiny power plants inside your muscles, and slowed muscle breakdown. No drugs, no surgeries, just a natural fat you can stir into your coffee. Or think about someone like Jennifer Aniston. In her 50s, she adds collagen to her morning coffee every day, not just for her skin, but because it helps her joints stay flexible, her muscles recover faster, and her energy stays steady. If it works for her, imagine what it could do for you. And I've seen this firsthand, in real patients, in real lives. So here's the truth. You don't have to turn your world upside down to age stronger. You don't need miracle pills. What you need is consistency in the little things. Can you remember the last time your legs felt strong and steady? When you walked without hesitation, without pain? Wouldn't you want to feel that again, not just next week, but 10 years from now? Coffee, your coffee, can be part of that answer. I'm not saying coffee is magic. It's not. But when you give it the right upgrades, it can become more than a drink. It can become a daily partner, helping you hold on to strength, energy, and independence. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. But before we dive in, I want you to hold on to one simple idea. Real strength in your 60s and 70s doesn't come from luck. It comes from choice you make, repeated every day. And one of those choices might just start with the way you drink your coffee tomorrow morning. So let's get started. Now that you understand the idea, let's walk through each of these little upgrades that can turn your morning coffee into a tool for strength and vitality. I want you to picture your body like a car that's been running for over 60 years. The engine is still good, but sometimes the fuel doesn't burn quite the way it used to. After 60, your body doesn't process sugar as efficiently anymore, and that can leave your muscles tired and weak. That's where MCT oil, medium-chain triglycerides, comes in. When you stir just a teaspoon into hot coffee, it bypasses the usual slow digestion and goes straight to your liver where it turns into ketones. Think of ketones as clean-burning fuel, instantly available to your muscles and brain, without the sugar crash. A 2020 study in Aging Cell found that MCT oil improved mitochondrial function in older adults, the tiny power plants inside your cells, and slowed down muscle breakdown. One of my patients, Robert, 72, told me, "Doc, I used to drink my black coffee and crash by 10 a.m. But after adding MCT oil, I walk faster. I feel steadier, and even my hands don't tremble as much." Doesn't that sound like the kind of steady energy you'd want in your mornings? When most people hear collagen, they think about skin and wrinkles. But here's the real story. Collagen makes up more than 30% of the protein in your body. It's the glue that holds your muscles, tendons, and joints together. The problem is, by 60, your body's collagen production slows down dramatically. That's why your muscles recover more slowly, your joints feel stiff, and your movements lose their bounce. That's where hydrolyzed collagen, also called collagen peptides, comes in. It's already broken down into small pieces your body can absorb quickly, sending raw materials straight to where they're needed. A 2015 study in the British Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who exercised lightly and took collagen gained more lean muscle compared to those who exercised with it. Mary, a 65-year-old former yoga teacher, came to me worried after hip surgery. She thought she'd never move the same way again. I suggested collagen in her morning coffee. After 3 months, she smiled at me and said, "Doc, I can squat down and play with my grandkids again. My body is healing itself." Imagine what that kind of strength could mean for your everyday life. Now, let's talk about something simple you probably already have in your kitchen. Cinnamon. After 60, a hidden enemy sneaks in: insulin resistance. When your muscles stop responding to insulin, they can't absorb the nutrients they need. Over time, your body starts breaking down muscle just to get energy. Cinnamon, especially Ceylon cinnamon, contains cinnamaldehyde, a compound that improves insulin sensitivity and lowers inflammation. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry showed that older adults who took cinnamon extract for 12 weeks had better blood sugar control and lower inflammation. Julie, 70, who has type 2 diabetes, tried replacing sugar with a pinch of cinnamon in her morning coffee. She told me, "Not only does it taste sweet and warm, but my blood sugar is steadier. I never thought something so small could help me hold on to my strength." Have you ever thought that a simple spice could quietly protect your muscles? Here's one that surprises people. A spoonful of almond butter or hazelnut butter stirred into coffee. It sounds unusual, but it's powerful. Why? Because healthy fats in nut butter support the very hormones, like testosterone and DHEA, that help maintain muscle mass. These hormones naturally decline with age, but good fats, vitamin E, and magnesium can keep them balanced. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that diets rich in monounsaturated fats helped older adults preserve lean muscle and reduce protein breakdown. Harold, 68, once told me his hands used to shake in the mornings. After adding almond butter to his coffee, he said, I don't get that jittery feeling anymore. My energy feels steady, like it lasts all morning. Wouldn't you want your coffee to lift you up without dropping you down? Beyond these four, I often recommend adding cacao powder or matcha to coffee. Both are loaded with antioxidants that protect muscle cells from free radical damage, the kind of wear and tear that speeds up aging. Cacao even stimulates serotonin, the happiness chemical, giving you not just stronger muscles, but a brighter mood. And trust me, happiness is medicine too. Now here's something important. Coffee upgrades give your body fuel, but fuel only works if you use it. That's why light exercise is the perfect partner. You don't need a gym. A brisk 20-minute walk, some yoga stretches, or lifting a couple of water bottles like small weights is enough. Movement opens the door for your muscles to absorb all the benefits from that upgraded coffee. Think of it as teamwork. The coffee fuels you, and the exercise locks in the right results. Finally, let's talk about sleep. Every night, while you sleep deeply, your body releases growth hormone and repairs your muscles. If you don't rest, your body can't rebuild. I tell my patients, let coffee serve the morning and let sleep serve the night. Together, they give you the balance your body needs to feel strong and alive. When you put all of this together, MCT oil, collagen, cinnamon, nut butter, antioxidants, movement, and sleep, you're not just drinking coffee. You're building a daily ritual of self-care, one that fuels your muscles, protects your joints, and keeps your spirit strong. I want you to picture yourself 10 years from now, 70, 75 years old, still walking tall, still holding your grandchild, still enjoying life with energy. That vision can be real, and it can start tomorrow morning with one small spoon stirred into your coffee. You know, a lot of people believe that aging strong is just a matter of luck, that we have to accept weaker legs, aching joints, and a slower life. But after decades of working with older adults, I can tell you this. Health isn't only destiny. It's the result of the choices we repeat every single day. No, you can't turn back the clock, but you can decide how you move forward. And sometimes, that decision starts with something as simple as what you stir into your morning coffee. I've seen it with Robert, who regained steady energy with MCT oil. With Mary, who rebuilt her confidence after surgery thanks to collagen. With Julie, who found balance in her blood sugar and her muscles with just a sprinkle of cinnamon. These aren't miracles. They're the quiet results of small, consistent habits. So let me ask you, have you ever thought that the cup of coffee you've been drinking for decades could become your medicine? Picture yourself tomorrow morning. You sit by the window. Sunlight streams in. You hold a warm cup of coffee, but this time it's different. Inside that cup is not just caffeine. It's MCT oil, fueling your cells, collagen, repairing your joints, cinnamon, protecting your metabolism, nut butter, supporting your hormones, maybe even cacao or matcha, shielding your muscles from aging. That's not just coffee anymore. That's a ritual of self-care. A quiet promise to yourself. I choose to stay strong. I choose to stay independent. I choose to keep living fully. And maybe you're wondering, can something so small really make a difference? The answer is yes. Not overnight, not in a week, but in months, in years. That's when the real magic of consistency shows up. Science has proven it. Real patients have lived it. And you can too. So tomorrow morning, I want you to try it. Don't change everything at once. Start small. Half a teaspoon of MCT oil, or a scoop of collagen, or even just a pinch of cinnamon. Give your body the chance to feel the difference. Step by step, you'll not ice strength returning. Step by step, you'll feel steadier on your feet. And when you do, share your story. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you tried and how you felt. I read every comment, and I'd love to walk this journey with you. Because staying strong isn't just about the body. It's about community, too. If this video gave you even a spark of inspiration, tap like so I know you're here. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss the next simple tip that could change your health. And please, share this video with a friend or loved one. Someone who's also in their 60s or 70s, who deserves to know they don't have to give in to weakness, that there is hope, strength, and energy still waiting for them. Because aging isn't the end. It's just a new chapter. And you have the power to decide how that chapter is written. With a cup of coffee, with a small spoon, with a simple choice. You can write it with strength, with confidence, and with joy. So tomorrow morning, when you lift at that cup, remember, true strength in your 60s and 70s doesn't come from luck. It comes from your choices. And one of those choices begins right here, in your hands. Thank you for watching, my friends. I'm honored to share this journey with you. And I hope, with every sip of coffee, you feel not just awake, but alive. I'll see you in the next video.